Cheese would be so good. Cheese is good. Anytime I have a conversation with someone, I'm like, I'm not into cheese. I'm like, we're not into being friends.
I'm not into cheese.
You like fucking butt cheese.
That's good. From under cheese.
I'm torn.
Hey, cheese on pizza, man.
What?
Jared, if you had a cheeseless pizza, I would literally slit your throat.
I know. What's that called? Like, that's a Philly thing.
Yeah.
Tomato pie?
Yeah.
It's not a Philly. It's East Coast thing for sure. Yeah.
Why?
The first time I had it was like Philly. It was like
If anyone
famous.
ever-
It can be good. Is it better than cheese? Fuck no.
Nonsense.
No, nonsense.
I can believe it can be good. But if someone offered it to me, I would consider it
can
a
be
personal
good.
insult. Like, you want a slice of pizza? I'm like,
It's like dipping fucking bread in marinara sauce.
Yeah. It's
Which
like
is also
a deep dish.
You've never had a fucking piece.
Yeah, but it's like a
Sauce on
novelty
top.
when
Ooh,
pizza's
sauce on
out
top
there,
is
you know
good.
what I
That's a Philly thing.
That's true.
Sauce on top is a Philly
That
thing.
is
Yeah, that's what I had.
organizationally
No,
challenged
so
pizza.
sauce on top is with the cheese still?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But then you
different.
can't even, like, if you put your
No,
finger
there
on it,
wasn't
it's
cheese.
It's a little different. It's
There
cooked
wasn't cheese.
differently. Yeah, you without cheese, yeah.
folks, we got the most important muscle in the human body, calves, up first. And then after calves, we're gonna do some rows. I'm gonna get nice and naked for you guys. Yeah, you like that? Yeah. Yeah, the crowd loves it. Yeah. And then we're gonna do some lat prayers, cable lat prayers, and then we are going to finish off the back, really fucking burn it out.
Finish
off,
bro.
with Mag Grip Rip-Off. I didn't know that it was a formal company. Pull down. So back time, we're back from the future to the future. For the record, I hated all those fucking stupid movies. Like, what's his name? Little bitch ass motherfucker. And
Did he
that
hook up with
motherfucker
his
the
mom?
hair, stupid mom. Yeah, he fucked his
That's
mom. The
weird.
whole thing's fucked, man. Don't watch Back to the Future, and if you do, hate it. Let's get into calves.
It's fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna fall asleep.
Calf training is the fucking bomb. Wartime.
I'm sorry, that's all you're getting of this exciting, dynamic exercise, Mr. Spielberg.
Rows to start back training. The other day of the week, we do bent rows in the Smith machine. It's the spinal erectors a ton, especially the lower ones. And of course, the rest of the back. These ones are chest supported. Really, in my case, tummy supported, because I like to protract and then retract. You guys will see in the video which muscles that works. There's tons of other muscles in your back. It's not just your lats. If you're rowing to optimize lat engagement, there is a chance you're doing a good thing. There's also a chance you're making a fundamental mega fucking mistake. It's like trying to bench press in such a way that hits your triceps the most. There are lots of better exercises for the triceps than the bench. There are lots of better exercises for the lats. Every pull over and every pull down and pull up version is 50 times better for the lats than any fucking row. So here we're using it for the rest of the back, the spinal erectors, the rhomboids, teres major, etc., mid traps, upper traps even. It's a fucking thing. So we're gonna do probably 4 or 5 sets, anywhere from 10 to 20 reps, T contraction at the top on the prime row. Prime row is probably one of the best row machines ever made because it has a variable cam resistance, and you can make it biomechanically optimal by making a ton of force requisite at the bottom at the stretch, which is scientifically shown to grow more muscle, stretch under tension, and then really get an awesome peak contraction with a lighter load when you're mechanically not as strong at the top. Let's get it done.
Fuck.
Hey folks, Mike here. I guess Dr. Mike, that's my internet name. Charlie's here, Jared's here, Team Full Rob in the house. We are here to talk about questions of how hard to push during prep. Do you have a temptation to push really hard in the gym? Are you ever lazy in the gym during prep? Some people have trouble getting really amped during prep. Guys, walk me through your psychology as to how you think about deciding, maybe I should train harder, maybe I should back off, maybe I should eat more food, I'm starving myself, and you know what I'm saying, Harry Potter's not a bodybuilding champion, I'm not trying to weigh 100 pounds. So how do we navigate that psychologically? Charlie, why don't you start us off?
Well, my answer is really easy. Luckily, from the data we got from my first prep and having just you guys and Broderick on my side, pretty much building my whole prep for me and my peak, I don't have to worry about anything.
Sure. But you do anyway, don't you? You have doubts. You think maybe we're not pushing hard enough. Maybe we're pushing too hard.
Not the too hard portion, I think.
Maybe not hard enough.
Maybe it's always maybe not hard enough. It was last prep, in training especially. I wanted to push balls to the wall all the time because I thought I had to.
And how'd that work out?
Miserably, terribly. I just immense amounts of fatigue.
How did that express itself?
Sleep, just went to shit.
Joint stuff?
Joint stuff a little bit. I was tired all the time. Man, it was existing was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really tough.
Because you were going way too close to failure in the gym, chasing mega PRs.
It was going for these crazy PRs, which
because the special supplements you have the strength.
In most situations, I would never go for. I'd never go for a plate PR, a 90-pound PR in a hack squat.
But you did.
And I did, and it was easy.
Yeah.
But on hindsight, I should have never done that. I just took an easy 10-pound increase and matched or increased reps by maybe a rep or two.
If you're getting stronger for reps during prep, you are already winning. You're not building a ton of muscle during prep anyway, and the fatigue is something that will catch up to you. Yes. Rows are done. Now we move on to the lat stuff. So lat prayers, quick, super handy technique guide. You put your hands wherever is comfortable for your shoulders. If you put them too close, you might get shoulder pain. If you put them too wide, you might get shoulder pain, and your pecs get involved a lot. You don't feel your lats a ton. So ideally as far forward and close together as possible, but that allows your shoulders to be good. I usually either grab right at the bend of this bar or right here. And the particular execution isn't super nuanced. You can do it in a bunch of different ways, but a couple of things have to happen. Specifically, you have to have force generated at the stretch. If you're stopping your lat prayers, if you're going to here and you're stopping here like a lot of people do, remember, tension under stretch is a huge stimulus of hypertrophy, and most lat exercises simply do not allow your lats to stretch. Even in pull downs and pull-ups, the max stretch isn't really super possible because your arms are locked in place here, and this is where they stretch and they can't hit those positions. With lat prayers, we can hit the position because we come all the way down, and then on the way back up, we push our chest down, lifting our lats and stretching big, and then coming all the way down to touch. We mostly touch here for the fact that it's easy for tracking. You know what's a rep, you know what's failure. And then control that eccentric big time. Big stretch, open up everything, chest stays down, shoulders open, and then back down. We're gonna be doing 3 sets. 2 of them heavier, sets of 10 or so. The last one, more like 15, a little down set. Let's get started. Jared, you get into your own head, don't you?
Yeah, sometimes. Again, like I coach myself a lot, and then oftentimes I'll be calling Mike or somebody for advice if I do get in my head, which is nice because it's like we kind of help each other. He does that to me too. He'll call me and be like, what do you think about this? I'll call him, I'll be like, hey, I'm doing this. What do you think about me doing this instead? We just kind of have a logical conversation about it. So it's nice to be able to do that and spitball ideas off of each other and know that you have very intelligent friends that wouldn't give you a bullshit answer and just be like, push the fucking pedal to the metal, bro. You know, like that kind of shit. But again, it's just like Charlie. I self-coach, I have a lot of fucking data. So if I'm overdoing the gym volume, I know for a fact. Oftentimes, and this will be because you wanted more of the philosophical shit, I know for a fucking fact that I go into the gym on leg days, and even if I'm just hitting the numbers or I'm rep matching or I'm increasing by like a rep or 5 pounds, the mentality is completely different than when I train back. It's just completely fucking different. And that's
Back's
why
your nemesis. Huh?
I get back is my absolute nemesis. I'll wake up some days, especially like the really fatiguing days where I'm like 3 weeks out and I'm all alone, I'm in Vegas, Mike moves, like I wake up, I know it's back day and I'm just like not fucking motivated at all. And I have to rely on the discipline, and I'll go into the gym and it literally takes me 30 minutes of doing bullshit before I'm even ready to train. Oftentimes my effort and my mentality and approach to it is, I know it's complete dog shit. So having a training partner for me when I'm doing back, especially during prep, is fairly important. And when I don't, I just know that I slack a little bit. So it's very frustrating and it's fatiguing to like wake up and not want to train.
Yes.
Because that's like my favorite thing to do and
Yes.
one of my best parts of my day. And to wake up and feel like I don't want to go to the gym is fucking weird. Like I'm just like, ugh, back.
Last back exercise for today. We're now getting into the point where a whole lot of sets here is going to be chunk volume. So we're going to do 2 sets each of lat pull downs. We're using the mag grip option here. We happen to use the mag grips. I fucking personally hate them. 2 sets here. Oh, right around the sort of 15 to 20 rep range. Pull downs are usually best performed higher reps. It allows more time executing tension, more time under tension, which the lats seem to prefer in most people. And if you want to go heavy, that's what pull-ups are for. So for pull downs, we're going to make sure in most cases we're going to do the higher end of rep ranges, 10 to 20 or even 20 to 25, even sometimes 30. Let's get it done. I struggle with thinking about pushing and pulling a lot. I'm mostly coach myself, even though Charlie Broderick and Jared helped me a lot. But I have a cool thing for diet I figured out recently. If I ever think I need to diet harder, I do. And my cutoff point is when I have one night where I'm so hungry I can't sleep. It doesn't matter what else you do. If you don't get decent sleep in your prep, you're done. You lose muscle and gain fat radically in every situation in which you don't sleep well. I would say if you're pushing so hard that you have sleep problems, you're pushing too hard at an objective level. If you're pushing so hard that your fatigue is skyrocketing like crazy, your joints hurt and everything, you're pushing too hard in the gym. And you just have to understand that stuff takes a while. And if you get to a point in your prep where you're like, there's no way I'm gonna be lean no matter how hard I push, you just cancel the show and just do another show later. And as you get leaner over time, even on your mass phases, and you get more practice peaking and getting right to the show, you'll know, like Charlie has a ton of data. We know all his calories, all his macros, all his activity, all his supplements. We just repeat the process and tune it a little and we get the same fucking result. And that's it. And after a while, it'll be much easier. And I'm getting to that place myself, and Jared's been there for fucking years now. So fuck him. Everything comes easier to Jared. Jared's a white trash piece of shit. YouTube, please don't cancel me.
Okay. Oi, Kent. All good to go. What's the first pose? They don't call it front relax, homie. You walk out on the stage, you hit it. Pressure forward. Good. Damn, Mike. Try their quad sweep, stupid. Quarter turn. Charlie, front foot facing the curtain. Front foot facing the curtain, just a tad. Angle it. There it is. Yes. You too, Mike. There you go. Good. More hamstring that way. Good stuff, guys. Quarter turn. Same thing with the feet. Good. Pressure forward. It's gonna be fucking hard. Front double bicep again. Hard on the quads, guys. Ground up. There it is. Perfect. Relax. Ooh, the hamstrings are deep. Good stuff. Relax. Good. Cool. Good shit. Good stuff. You guys both saving the quads a lot better.
Bonus round. Jared and I actually have forearms programmed in, so we're doing it at the end of this day today. I have been for months, super productive. We're gonna do wrist curls, dumbbells, minimal rest. So I'm gonna do a set, he's gonna do a set back and forth, probably about 5 sets here. And yeah, extra forearm volume. People ask if it's a good idea. We have video on that, how to grow your forearms. But if you have to ask, the question back to you is, do you want bigger forearms, or you want the rate of growth of your forearms to be higher than it is currently? Like if you're quite satisfied with your forearms, you don't need to do shit. But if your forearms aren't like something that's a really good muscle group on you, for me, it's a little lagging, I think. To be honest, I think aesthetically, most people could use bigger forearms, except for Jared, his are huge. But even then, the bigger the better. So we train forearms. It's not very hard. 3-4 times a week, you do 5 or 6 sets of wrist curls. You only have to rest 10 seconds between because the lactic acid flushes out, all the byproducts flush out really fast from the muscle. You don't have to wait around for like quads or something, 2-3 minutes. So we'll just get it done back and forth, and then we're up out of here.
I gotta, you know, touch myself and stuff later. I don't want to cramp.
Boom. Workout over. Calves, back, forearms. We're done. We lost Charlie at some point along the way. JK, he had to go to a work meeting. That's all we got. Jared, how do you feel?
Good. Yeah, it's a hard week of training. I'll miss tomorrow's session, but this was definitely a nice little extra week of high volume training after my contest season. So it's fun to train with you guys and push you.
Super.
Yeah.
Super. It's great having you. Folks, see you tomorrow for the last video in the series.
What kind of Coke do you want?
Yeah.
I heard that when I was in Myrtle Beach, I think.
This is insane.
I was like,
That's
what?
Saying, it's like saying I want
Colombian.
a Tesla.
Colombian,
Yeah,
please.
please.
Please, it's the best.
A little bit of gasoline in it.